Hi guys, Nancy Bells, my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm coming back with another project. Okay, remember I told you that we had made these clusters, these shabby chic / vintage clusters. Okay, stay together, kind of. So I told you I'm gonna make some projects where we use these clusters, and I am using these clusters so quickly. I need to make more of these. So if you want to know how to make these, it's just a 1 or 2 videos below this one, and you'll see the shabby chic clusters. If not, just go to my playlist, mixed media or mixed media junk journals, and you can find them there. Okay. All right, so I made 2 sample ones just to show you. So what these are, what I made, I should tell you what I made. These are jumbo large tags. Let's just call them that. Large tags for our junk journals. Okay. And these, what I want to do with these is slip them into pockets in the junk journal. Like I created a pocket in here already. I can show you. Where is it? And I put gussets in my in the pocket so that something that's a little bit thicker can fit in there easily. So and I will show you guys how to make a gusseted pocket. And what you need to do is you need to kind of like measure measure so you know what you want your junk journal. So mine are either 5 by 8. I wrote it down. Mine are either 5 by 8 or 4 by 8. I made one 5 by 8, one 4 by 8. Anyway, so this is the pocket that I made right here. Put the little notch in it so I know that it's a pocket. And then this fits in there. See? Now, it kind of buckles a little bit, so I will be putting 2 paper clips right here just to flatten it out a little bit. Okay, so I have that one. So let me just show it to you. And I'll show you how to make those gusseted pockets, because those are, that might just be a separate video, how to make a gusseted pocket in your junk journal. I think I will. I'll just do a separate video on that. It's not a long process, but it does take a minute. So this one, let me just make sure that what you guys are seeing, because the stupid light's coming in here. Oh gosh, I hate when that light comes in like that. All right, just a second, guys. I have to do something about all this dappled light. I'll be right back. Okay, I still have a little bit of light coming through my blinds, but I can't control everything. But at least that's better. And let me just see if I need to turn off that light. No, that's better. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, let me just show this. Oh, that light. I think you guys can see it good enough from here. And I'll just try to make sure I work up here so that you guys don't have that light. And it just happened because it just turned, it's 3:30 and that's what happens. Anyway, so one of these is 5 by 8 and one of these is, I think, 5 by 7. Anyway, measure where you're going to stick these in your pocket, in the pockets of your junk journal, or you can just place them in your junk journal too. But anyway, I thought we'd make these large tags. And I love how it turned out. So there's this one. Okay. And then here's the next one. And I did one kind of more shabby chic and one more vintage. Okay, so this is more shabby chic, and then this one's more vintage. Oh, all of a sudden the sun went down, so now that light went away. Oh, I hope the sun stays down. But look how fabulous this looks. I love it. Looks very, very vintage. And I love that woman. Oh, just love her. Just so you can see that one up a little closer. Okay. All right, so let's get started. So what I did is I have 2 of them here, okay? And we're going to do this one first. And I went ahead. It's not all put together. I just like to get ahead a little bit and pre-plan, so I'm not hemming and hawing the whole time, okay? So I've cut everything out, and now we're going to arrange everything, okay? So let me take all this stuff off of here. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a little kit. So I just have everything all arranged. Because nobody really wants to sit and watch me hem and haw over, you know, stuff. Okay. First thing I always like to do is I want to put this down. This trim here, which I love. And did I have this? I think I have this up here. Is that what I did? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to glue this down first. And I always work, oh, that sun came back. Anyway, I always cut it a little longer and then cut it off. I think in my opinion it's the best way to go, because then you don't have to worry about cutting something too short or too long. Well, you're not going to worry about it if you cut it too long, you just cut it off, but too short. Let me get another glue stick. I'd be just fine if that sun just went right down and it poured raining. That would be awesome. We need rain so bad. I live in Las Vegas and it hasn't rained here for a while. It at least hasn't rained anything, you know, where we need it to. Okay. All right, piece of tool, calm down. Okay, oh, oh, that's what it is. Okay, I'm like, why is that flying around? The glue strings got to it. That's why it was going nuts. All right, so let's trim off the edges. Oh, you know what I should have done, but it's okay. I should have, on the back, I can still do it really quickly. I like to take this Distress Oxide linen and just distress the back of it, just so that it looks, and I do it straight from the pad, and it gives a really nice distress look. Makes it look old. I love it. Okay, and it's antique linen. This has become, I never used to use this. This has become one of my favorites. And then I'll do the edges with archival ink in Vintage Photo. Let's just do the edges on here real quick. And you know, this is a card that, since it's a journaling card, they can write on the back of here still, right? But it just adds to the, makes it look, you know, like it's old. There we go. Okay. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead. I don't have to do it to this side because it's already been done. Okay. I love inking everything. Okay, so here we are with this. Next, what's our next step? I'm going to put some netting over things, but I'm going to have some things on top. Okay, the next thing I want to do, because I think I want to put the buttons. So I want to put the buttons on top, or do I want the netting to go over the buttons? Let me see. No, I don't think I do. All right, we're going to put the netting on right now, and everything else is going to go laying on top of the netting. I'm going to put the buttons on top. So what this is this is just some tulle, and it has like little rhinestones on it. I love it. It's really, really pretty. And of course, I made it, you know, too big, and we'll trim around. Let's glue this on. And I just put as least amount as possible of glue because it's tulle. It's very thin and very see-through. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just a second, I'm cleaning my little spatula off. All right, it's leaving that on there, but that's off the spatula. I'm like, what is that? It was on the spatula. Okay. I'm like, that is horrible. Okay. Little pieces from the spatula sticking to my thing. Okay. And then let's do it to the top. All right. Let's get rid of our glue string mess. Glue strings everywhere. Just a second. Go around everywhere and just pull these glue strings off of here. All right. And then let me take my fabric scissors. Let's trim around. If I run into one of the little stones, I have my Tim Holtz scissors because I'm gonna run into that stone. Okay. I already had like one pair of the medium-sized Tim Holtz scissors, but I did run into the clearance at Hobby Lobby and was able to get them half off. So we're buying them for like, those are the medium ones. They were maybe like, I don't know, $5? Normally like 10. That was a good deal. That was a good deal. Okay, okay, that's coming from my spatula, I believe. Is that from the spatula? Okay, I think so. All right, save this tool because you can use this as texture. So I'm gonna save that piece, throw that little piece away. All right, and I love this because it gives like this little magical effect on here. We have our cluster. Let me see what the sun is doing. Okay. Yeah, good. At least it's over here now. Okay. At least it's over there. And I think we're going to put our cluster up here. Yeah, we need to put that in next. The base of the cluster is packing paper. And you know what? I was at Hobby Lobby today and I asked for a few sheets of this packing paper. She gave me like, she goes, oh, I have tons of it here. She gave me like 20 sheets. And also they sell this packing paper. I didn't even know it. I never paid attention. They sell it at, I'm trying to think, Dollar Tree. I don't know if they've always sold packing paper, but they had it there. Because I was like, oh, I got to order some. If I want to have a nice little stash of this, I need to order some on eBay or Amazon. Because I don't even know where to buy it. Well, I guess Walmart probably has packing paper too. But anyway, they have it at Dollar Tree. I think the packing paper would also be good on the jelly plate. If you do any jelly plate printing, I think the packing paper would be excellent for that. You guys, I love having these clusters because you can make things so quick if you have all these clusters made up. And I love them with the laces and trims and the little focal point and the bow. And these little girls, look how precious they are. Oh, I just love them. Okay. Oh, again, let's just get any glue strings off. This helps in advance not to have the glue strings going crazy. Okay, next let's put this gold trim, okay, down here. Seeing if I don't want to go up like that, because then I don't have to worry about it getting, I want it to stay this length, so because these are going to go into pockets. Again, I like to trim a little longer even on my trims, because then I have like handles. See how I can hold it right there? Okay, I needed that button. What the heck happened? Just a second, guys. That button went flying. Okay, there it is. I always got buttons flying everywhere in this room. Okay. Get my butt back down. All right. Again, let's get the glue strings. All right, and let's trim this off. Make sure this glued down good. I did. All right, what are we doing next? I made these little tags up on little muslin pieces, and it says never stop dreaming, and I think I want that to go right here. I think. And then I'm gonna place all these buttons. Are these pink? Oh yeah, I wanted pink ones. Okay, so pink, clear, off-white, back to pink, clear. I think it's like a little pink tinge to it, not just clear, but and then the white. Kind of, I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this to the side so I can start gluing these down. You know what I need to do? I'm not gonna do it like that the next one. I'm gonna place the glue on the spot, not on the button. Make it a lot easier, in my opinion. In my opinion. There we go. Okay. Got a few glue strings here that are just going nuts. We'll see if we're going to put that last one on there or not. Yeah, I don't think we need this last one. That's just too much, because I want to put this little tag here. And these are just little muslin strips. You can make them out of sheets, little sheet strips, and then stamped with my stamps, like my small stamps. Okay. Like always, let's make sure that the glue strings aren't crazy. And when I trim off that tool, I'm all uneven about it. And I think that looks good. It makes it look, you know, more shabby. So I love about shabby chic or vintage or grunge. You're not trying to be perfect. Like, that's not the goal. You're trying to not be perfect. Look how cute this looks. There's the back. But I think this looks adorable. So how great is this going to be for your junk journal? Okay, so let's make the other one that I have over here. Again, I've prepped. Okay, so let's take all of our stuff off of here because I have prepped. Okay, so on this one, I didn't do the 5x7 or the 5x8 because I wanted this one to be a tall, skinnier one. I used one of the time cards from Dollar Tree because this one is going to go into my, I have a tall, skinny journal, this one. So it's going to go in a pocket in here. See how that'll fit just perfect? Or I'll just paper clip it in. So that's what this size is for. So what I'm showing is you can make them any size. We want them to be big tags, but make them big that fit your junk journal, whether it's a tall and skinny or it's the you know, regular kind of size one. There's no word, nothing. I don't know what I'm saying. Regular. There is no regular. We make junk journals in all sizes, so I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Okay. So we got that all done, which we needed. And I also want to do the back just to make this look aged. And this is kind of a cool area to journal on. Isn't it? Journaling on a time card. I did have to cut this just a tad bit because I used a scrap piece of my printables. Oh, and I didn't even say it. This is one of my printables, and the other one that we used, the base page, was a printable, and so is this one. And I'll show you my printables before we get off here. My printables are every 5 pages is $2, and my latest ones that I created is called She's So Vintage. Doesn't that look real vintagey? And the base of the other one is also from my printables. And I will show you. Just I'll get my junk journal out and show you a few pages. Doesn't that look cool? Love it. Makes it look nice and old. Okay. Oh, I got to change that out because it's all crumbly. All right, now let's straighten this back out because I kind of bent it. There we go. We're good now. All right, so the first thing I want to do, God, those little crumbs are coming from my blender there. I want to put this on first. Is I going to put, no, I'm going to put it over here. Because on this one, I want this beautiful flower to show. And I think this is going at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's how I was going to work this one. Okay. So let's talk about this. Where do you get your laces and your trims from? One place, I got this trim right here from Hobby Lobby. Every 2 weeks they have 40% off their trims. But right now, they're at the end of it. They clearanced a bunch of their trims out, and I got this one on clearance for like $1.25. So you can still, they're at the tip end of it, but they still do have, in the fabric department, have some of these laces. So for 75% off. So that's a good time to be getting these laces. If not, every 2 weeks at Hobby Lobby, they have their laces and trims 75% off. Not 75, 40% off. But try to catch the end of this clearance if you can with these laces and trim for 75% off, because that's a great deal. Also, I use a lot of wedding appliques in this type of work too. And wedding appliques, you can get those a lot of times if you look for wedding dresses at thrift stores, and you can get a lot of, usually you can get a lot of wedding appliques off from that. Thrift stores also a lot of times sell trims. You can get crocheted things, crocheted lace or crocheted blankets or tablecloths. Pick those up, and they'll have little doilies, little crocheted doilies. They're made up of a bunch of those. If you have any flea markets, that's another great place to get them. And then look at your own clothing. If there's trims and laces or appliques on your clothing, that's another good way. And when you go to the thrift store, if you can get like really cheap, like something for $1 or $2, and you like the trims on it, or you like the appliques, pick them up, take them off. Okay, I wanted to talk about that because a lot of times people are like, okay, how are you getting all these trims and stuff? Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and put this tulle over the whole thing. Looks so pretty. I think this tulle, it adds like a little magical quality to the whole thing, in my opinion. And I'm finally using my tulle. I bought all this tulle, again, Hobby Lobby clearance. They cleared tulle. They always do. And then I don't ever use it. So, oh, you can also make a really cute bow out of the tulle. I saw someone else do that. So I'll be making bows out of the tulle. I gotta make sure I do that. It's really, really cute. And I'm not putting glue, like I said, all over the place. I'm just putting little dots because it's tulle. You don't need so much glue. It's real thin, so it doesn't take much. Did I get this glued on here? No. All right. Oh, I just dropped my hot glue gun on the ground. Okay. All right, let's make sure that our glue strings are off of here as much as possible. And then we'll trim around on this. Let me grab my glue gun off the ground. There we go. All right, so I'm going to turn this over so we can just trim this off. Okay, I ran into one of those gems, so I'm going to use my Tim Holtz scissors right there. And go right, those scissors go right through that little gem. I love those Tim Holtz scissors. I use them for my house too, for just different things when I need some tough scissors. And then save this stuff, this tool, because you can use it for texture and for other little things. Okay, so they're right here. Now I want to go ahead and take our cluster And we're going to put our cluster down here. Let's glue that in. Hot glue. Gosh, my hot glue gun just dropped on the ground again. What the heck is going on? All right, let me rearrange how I'm having this sit here. All right, there we go. There we go. That should be better now. All right, do I need to go to the top here? Did I glue this top? I don't know. No, I didn't. All right, so we got this on now. Fix our little bow a little bit. There we go. That looks good. All right, what else are we doing now? We need to put our trim. So I've already pre-cut this trim. Isn't it gorgeous? Again, got this at Hobby Lobby on clearance. And it's beautiful. I probably picked this up for $1.50, $1.50, $2, something like that, for the 75% off. And I really took good advantage of that clearance. I bought a ton. Well, what was going on was that what happened is about a month ago, they had the yarn clearance, the 75% off yarn clearance. And so I was going back and forth to that. Well, while I was waiting for that, they're clearancing out the laces. And I went to like 3 or 4 different stores looking for the yarn clearance, and I kept running into the laces. So I kept buying laces every time I went, not buying yarn because I couldn't, the yarn clearance hadn't started yet. So since I went to 3 or 4 different stores, I kept buying the laces and the trims. So I have a nice stockpile of them, which is great because I use the heck out of them. So I was happy with that. In fact, I even called one of my friends who likes to, Olivia Hernandez. Hey, Olivia. I text her and I said, do you know they're clearancing out the laces at Hobby Lobby? So, she does this kind of stuff too. And then she could get her stuff over there and stock up. Because these laces and trims have gotten expensive. Okay, so I'm putting, this is these little labels that I made. I absolutely love them. I just took a little bit of muslin and used my stamps and made these little labels. Aren't those cute? And this is 2 different stamps. That's a postal stamp, and then that's a little calligraphy nib. I love it. I love it. Okay, and that's going to go right here. Trim that down. So I put that in, and this is a little piece of tulle that's on this cluster, and it's kind of going over it, and that looks pretty cool, I think. Okay. I like it. Now, the last thing is the buttons. So I want to put, they're like little off-white buttons here, here, and then here. That's another thing you can look for at the sale at Hobby Lobby right now. I bought these. Look at this, though. Dollar Tree. This was at Mother's Day, and I bought probably 6 of them because I knew I would fill them, and they're almost all filled. I have 2 more left that I haven't filled, and I'm sure I'm going to fill it. But look at these buttons. These buttons are gorgeous. Only $1.99 for all of these. Look how beautiful they are. And then I got them also in pink for $1.99 for a big bunch. And then this is the other one that I got from Dollar Tree. But again, from Hobby Lobby. $1.99. Look at all those beautiful pink buttons. I just keep those on the side of me because I dip into those on the daily. Okay. I love keeping the stuff that I use the most right around me because then you make sure that you use it. Especially stuff like that, the smalls. All that small stuff that you use all the time. Okay, let's get any glue strings off of everything. Okay, just 1 second and I'll talk to, and we'll discuss things. I just want to get, just, you know, glue string city. And it drives me nuts. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let me show you what we made today. So for both, for my tall skinny journal and just for my like kind of regular size journal where you take horizontal pages and you fold them, and then for my tall skinny journal, this one. So just for another overview, let's just see it up close. I think it turned out so cute. And then this one. So we have one vintage, and this is more vintage and the other one's more shabby chic. And like I said, I think there's a thin line between shabby chic and vintage. To me, they're almost the same damn thing. But some people would argue with me, so that's fine. Okay, so there we go. I love how these turned out. So we have these ones that we made today, and then I had the other ones that I made before. Okay, so now I have 4 large tags. Do I have them all in frame? Yes, I do. Yay! So excited! So you guys, oh, let me show you really quickly. This is my junk journal. Let me just put these aside. This is my junk journal, one of my junk journals, and then I have the tall skinny one. And this is my printables, and every 5 pages is $2. The name of my shop, my Etsy shop, is My Fairy Treasures, just like my YouTube channel, and there'll be a clickable link below. Okay, so I just took pages, print them out on paper, not cardstock, and then collaged them to cover that and to cover the inside. Okay, and I'll just show you a few pages. Printable, and these printables are folded in half, and they're made folded in half, and I have like 15 that you can fold in half to make this size type of journal. And then for the tall skinny journals, I made those so that you can fold those in half vertically, like so that they're tall, and you just, so I created them so that they'll fold right, and whatever I have on it will look right. So, but you can use either one. This is printables, and that's a printable. There we go. That's a printable. That's a printable, and that's a printable. You can use the tall skinny one, or like the vertical ones, or the horizontals in either journal though. Okay, there's another printable. There's another printable. Another printable. This is my favorite printable. I love her. She looks so steampunk. She looks so like vintage and old world, but like so steampunk too. I love it. I love it. This is avocado dyed paper. Isn't that pretty? I did this like 10 years ago. I found it in a stash of papers that I'm like, oh, I need to put that in there. printable. And this printable line is called, like I said, She's So Vintage is what it's called. And I have other printables on there also, so you can check those out when you go. Another printable. Another printable. That's another printable there. So I just wanted to show you another one here. I just wanted to show them to you so that you can, there's another one. So you can get an idea. There's another printable. So you can get an idea of what this line looks like, and you can check it out in my Etsy shop if you like. If it interests you. This is one of my favorites too, because I love this lady. I think she's gorgeous. I love these flowers, and it's one of my favorite ones. Another printable. There we go. And it ends with this one in this first signature. And then I have one of these little this little journal, little mini journal. Isn't this pretty? We just made this in my last video. And it has just copy dyed paper. It's only 4 pages as a little writing journal. And since I keep this much space in between my journals so that we have a lot of room, but also I can tuck things like this little mini journal in here. This mini journal also fits into that pocket too, that large pocket that's like the size of the page. So I could put it there too. And then I'm not going to go through this signature, but again, this is another one of my printables. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is it. Also, we have a group called Our Magical Little Place on Facebook. There'll be a link in the description box along with my Etsy shop. If you want to join, if you make these, show us. Join the group. Show us. If you knit, crochet, junk journal, art journal, I don't care what you do, mixed media. Join the group. Get inspired, be inspired, inspire others. If you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel, you can leave links. And that is it. So if you haven't, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.